I'm Rosa Parks by Brad Meltzer. I am Rosa Parks. Growing up, I was small for my age. I was sick a lot too, since we didn't have money for a doctor. But that didn't mean that I was weak. I'm not that short. Looks like you are. When I was 11, as I was walking home from school, a boy on roller skates came zipping by and shoved me. He thought I'd be an easy target. To his surprise, I turned around and pushed him back. I knew fighting was wrong, but I didn't want him picking on me again. His mother saw what happened. She was mad that I'd pushed him. "Did you just push my son?" Uh-oh. This is going to be bad. But you know what made her even madder? I was black, and her son was white. She immediately started yelling, "I'll have you put in jail! You'll never get out again!" No question, it was scary, but my mother and grandfather taught me to respect myself and to expect respect from others. So instead of backing down, I stood my ground, and calmly but firmly I explained, "Your son was the one who pushed me. I didn't bother him at all." I wasn't just standing up to that mom, or even to the boy on roller skates. I was standing up for myself. After that, the boy and his mom never bothered me again. Still, it's hard to change things. Sometimes it can take a long time. Back then, if you were black, you were treated unfairly just because of the color of your skin. You weren't allowed to live in the same neighborhood as a white person, eat in the same restaurant, ride the same elevator, or use the same bathroom. You couldn't even drink from the same water fountain. One was marked for whites, the other for colored. When I was little, I used to wonder if white water tasted different from colored water. I even wondered if colored water came in lots of colors. But it didn't. The only difference was I had to walk outside or even down the block to get to mine. Of course, it wasn't just about the water fountains. This was my school, a small, old wooden building with one room for one teacher for all of us. Everyone from 5-year-olds to the 6th graders were stuffed in that one room. There were no windows, desks, and barely any books. Since most kids had to work on a farm to earn money, we only went to school 5 months during the year. Less school! Hooray! Don't say hooray, that's bad. We also bought our books home every night. Why? Because we were worried that the folks who hated the color of our skin would burn our school down. Now, here's the school for the kids who are white. Notice the difference? It was a new brick building with beautiful windows, new desks, and plenty of books, plus a playground. They went to school 9 months out of the year since they weren't working in the fields like we were. Now can we say hooray? No, there's no hooray about this. Also, if you were black, you had to walk to school. If you were white, you got to take the bus. The worst part was, when I'd walk home with my brother, the kids on the bus would throw trash at us. It made me feel horrible. But there were no civil rights back then. The only solution was to move off the road. And really, what kind of solution is that? As I got older, things didn't change much. One winter, I was waiting for the local city bus. If you were black, you had to ride in the back. If you were white, you rode up front. On that day, the back of the bus was packed. "There's no room in here, lady." But there were plenty of seats in the front. I was just trying to find a place to sit, but as I entered through the front door of the bus, "What do you think you're doing? You need to get off and use the back door. Only whites can come in the front." But I'm already in. I tried to explain that there was no room to get in through the back. The driver didn't care. He wanted me off the bus. He grabbed me by my coat sleeve. I dropped my purse near the front door. To pick it up, I sat in the front seat, a white seat. It made the driver madder than ever. "Get off my bus! That's it! Get out!" That's what he called it, my bus, as if it were his. The bus wasn't his, though. It belonged to all of us. Still, that afternoon the driver got his way. He kicked me off the bus. See you soon. Yes, you will. But I promise you, that wasn't the last time I'd face that bus driver. From there, in addition to working as a seamstress, I started working to change things. At the NAACP, we fought for fairer laws and made sure that people's stories were heard. Tell me what happened next. Need a lift? No thanks. I also stopped using colored water fountains. I'd rather go thirsty than be treated so poorly. It was the same with separate elevators. Instead of riding them, I'd take the stairs. But as for real change... Even I didn't know it was coming. It was the end of a busy Thursday. I was 42 years old and on the bus going home. The Howard County curriculum standard that this book connects to is Unit 2 Content Standard Political Science, B. Describe the actions of people who have made a positive difference in their community, such as community and civic leaders and organizations. And Unit 2 Content Standard Political Science, C. Describe the contributions of people who contributed to the common good of society, such as Rosa Parks, Cesar Chavez, and Jimmy Carter. One way that I thought that this book could be used in the classroom is through a comparison to other activists, such as Harriet Tubman. These students could do a worksheet in which they compare the actions that Rosa Parks took and Harriet Tubman took, and how their activism changed their society and community, and how their changes are shown in today's life.